What is up, everybody? This is Hawaiian Air 2121. Today we're going to unbox possibly the rarest item I will ever own from my model airplane collection, as well as an item that I've been looking for years for a reasonable price. So without further ado, let's begin this unboxing. And as we bring the box closer to the camera, please let me know in the comments what you think this item might be. Again, this is a super rare item made by GeminiJets. Really excited to see what it is. The other side I opened up just to see if it was the right item I ordered. And it looks like Todd from GeminiJets might be cursing me because the lights are flickering.
One eternity later.
Now this item is so massive that I have to unbox it in my garage. But anyway, we have the GeminiJets 1:400 scale airport terminal building, the original terminal set. This is extremely difficult to find. I apologize about the lights. Looks like Todd from GeminiJets might be cursing at me because I found this item that he really wants.
That's right. Aren't we lucky?
Anyway, this is the 1:400 scale airport terminal building from GeminiJets. This is their original terminal. I think they made this back in 2005. And as we can see over here, this is a massive item. Again, I opened it before just to make sure that everything was intact, but I decided to reenact the opening, if you will, and as you can see, everything was pretty solid. This is just the empty box as the terminal is inside. Now inside of that GeminiJets terminal box, this is back inside the house. There were three kind of like size shoe boxes, if you will. Box A, Box B, and Box C. Each of these boxes had one piece of the three-piece terminal, and if I zoom up above over here, you can see that these are all the gates necessary to build a terminal. Now I will show you guys these gates. The terminal pieces are currently on the board for display, but if I could get the pieces to gate pieces to show you guys, these gate pieces are extremely detailed. You get a lot of gates, and honestly, I'm really shocked to see that everything is intact, and that all these gates over here, this is just one piece, one of many gate pieces. If I could try to get this into focus right now, I apologize. Just one of many gates. That's one gate. I don't want this to fall right now. That would be really Todd's disgrace right there. Here's another massive gate set over here. Another gate set for the terminal. And another gate set. Some of the pieces I did unbox originally to just to display the terminal, and then you got these gates as well. Now let's go straight into what everyone wants to see, which is the actual terminal. Oh baby, here is the terminal itself. This terminal is probably one of the sexiest terminals I've seen in 1:400 scale. It is absolutely amazing. GeminiJets really knocked it out of the park over here. Over here is just a tram, actually. So these pieces over here kind of hook up together, and they are a moving tram that goes from one end of the terminal to the other. A really nice detail that you can just move the tram without it breaking, of course. It's a really nice detail to see if the tram is there. There's one tram on this side, another tram on this side, and then you've got these blue parts over here, which is kind of like the stations, I guess, if you will, for these trams. It's really nice to see, unlike the new GeminiJets terminal, which I apologize about the mess again over here. All you see kind of here is just some green boxes. It's kind of boring, and compared to that, or you get these really nice detail with the tram on top. That sells it for me, number one. Number two, I just love the coloring on this terminal. The terminal is amazing, the color job of it. The beige I really, really like. The only concern that came with my terminal was that these wires became a bit loose during the transport and that this piece kind of lifted up, but it's not that big of a deal for me considering this is such a rare ass item. Excuse my language over there, but it really is a really rare item over there. And honestly, I don't really care if it's in perfect condition. The condition of this is just stunning. I love the beige, I love the blue on top of it, the blue tram station. And I think this is a really, really nice addition to the terminal. Rather than it just being green, I don't really see any really green airport terminals. One thing that's interesting to note over here is that this piece, the ends piece, is magnetic. So this over here, this piece over here, just attaches over here. I can move the wires. It's a magnet, so it attaches magnetic. And the terminals itself are very heavy. That is because on the bottom of the terminal, it's actually a piece of plywood that's supporting the terminal, unlike the newer GeminiJets terminal, which is much lighter. Perhaps that's why they needed the box A, B, and C, but if I light up the terminal, wow, that just looks absolutely amazing. You got it just looks stunning, and really nothing to say other than I'm just in shock right now. I've been looking for this item for so long, and to finally have it is just a dream come true. Over here's the additional sections of the terminal with the terminal lit up, and it just looks stunning. Everything about it is in perfect condition. Again, I didn't set up any of the gates over here. It's a real mess, my board right now. But it's just in really, really nice shape, this terminal. I have to say, I have nothing else to say about this terminal other than it is in fantastic condition. Now what comes with the terminal are these gates. These gates over here are each aligned to fit each of the gate holes that you see right over here. Right over here, here, and etc. And it's really nice to see that the terminal came with all the gates required. I was not expecting to get additional gates. And I also got a decal sheet. The decal sheet has all the old logos for the old airlines, as this terminal was built in 2005 to 2007. But as you can see, if you just hook up the gate, it looks fantastic. It wants to go in, of course. Yes, it does. This is just a lifelong dream of mine to come true, to finally own this set. I first started collecting GeminiJets right, I think, when this set was discontinued, and I was very upset to see that. My personal opinion on this terminal versus the new terminal is to stick with this terminal because I think the beige just looks fantastic with any model, such as this JetBlue A220. And this airport, I think, just really sells the show right over here. I think it just looks really, really nice. Really, really nice. And I have to say, it's very similar to the green terminal in that the green terminal over here has the, what do you call it, where you can put your GSC right over there and right over here. And it's very similar. The lights, I think, are actually better on this terminal than the lights on the green terminal. The tops are very similar. Everything's very similar. The main thing that sells it for me are two things. Number one, the tram, and number two, the color. The color of this terminal is really nice beige, and it really looks much more realistic than your typical GeminiJets new terminal, which is in green. Another thing that I just found interesting to note is that the wheels for these gates actually move. Typically with the GeminiJets gates, it's very difficult for these wheels over here to move. These are moving very solid, and it just shows that GeminiJets probably put a lot more effort into their models and accessories back in the day than they do now, considering you could just move at any height you want and you could glue it over here. That just shows that GeminiJets unfortunately has gone downhill in that, but I still think this is a really, really stunning terminal, and I'm really glad to finally have it. Another note to add is that these trams are blocked at the end by these yellow barriers, which is a really nice addition to see. All you have to do is just put the barrier right over here, in between the two black lines, one for each tram, and the tram will stop where theoretically would stop right over there, which is really nice to see. Overall, I think this terminal is a really stunning terminal. You could just tell by the looks of it that it's a really, really nice terminal. And that goes to my final opinion of it. I paid about $300 for this, and there will be unboxing part 2. I also happened to find the map for this terminal, which is going to be included in the $300. The seller unfortunately forgot to ship it out, but that will be the next unboxing, the map for this giant terminal. And I just think this terminal is fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Please comment below what you think, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.